The following contest is a singles match and is for the WPL Wrestling Showdown Championship. It is made to the ring first.
So it's time for some non-tournament action. Our three finalists are going to rest up and prepare. But until we get to that match, it's time for a title contest. And here comes the defending Wrestling Showdown champion Tim Strange. Won the title from former champion Kryler back at the Buckhaven Brawl in April in the most controversial circumstances possible. He came at the ring with a note that somehow was able to insert him into the match Craig was having his TG Rage, turned into a triple threat match, and he effectively stole the title. I mean, Tim Strange had less than 30 seconds in that match and walked out as the Showdown champion. So, I mean, fair play to him for that. Now, at May Day we saw him retain the title against America's Auguste Artois. And Strange, who actually back in May wrestled in the United States of America, and of course, it's in high demand all over the UK. He's got another strong challenger, and Strange has been kind of down on a lot of the WTL regulars for potentially getting title shots. So management are bringing in, dare I say, outsiders, non-regulars to face him for the title. Just almost like calling his bluff. And so far he's managed to retain the title. Of course, his luck will run out at some point, I'm sure, and it might well be tonight, because look who's facing. It's the debuting Saxon Huxley, the Muscle Cat as he's sometimes known. A man who has wrestled all over the world. Initially trained with Lance Storm up in Canada back in 2009, how appropriate seeing as Tim Strange is Canadian. He was trained with Brian Kendrick in 2013 and 2014. He's wrestled over the UK, Europe and Japan. He was part of the original WWE Night Kingdom Championship tournament. He was part of NXT UK when that used to exist. And he's competed for Pro Wrestling Noah over in Japan. And now he's here in W3L. Let's go to Fiona for the introductions. So this should be quite the contest. Now, these two have never wrestled one-on-one. They were both in the same Rumble match once, but they've never tangled one-on-one. All these great first-time matches WTL is bringing you. Again, Saxon Huxley. If you know the UK scene, you will know who Saxon is, and obviously you'll know who Tim Strange is as well. This is going to be a heck of a match as Strange is taking his time. I mean, Tim Strange, no stranger to holding belts in WTL. Two-time former tag team champion way back in the early days. I'm sure you know this. Was part of WTL way back at the start. Then Tim Strange took some time off from pro wrestling, decided to leave it, and then when he came back, he would appear for WTL sporadically at best, and he just kind of eased his way back into wrestling. But certainly the past couple of years, really since the pandemic ended and the world opened up again, Tim Strange has really become serious about wrestling as many places as possible, doing as many things as he can. He's been open to new experiences, new challenges. He's metamorphosed because Tim Strange has been, had a few different looks over the years, and he's now settled into what is really just him, a big cowboy. And he is obviously from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He's spent a lot of time in Texas. He's got business over there. lot of contacts over there, so he's like a proper cowboy type guy, and this is the most natural thing for him, and he's been competing in all sorts of matches, some of the most violent matches that you're ever going to see. And saying to Saxon, let's see what you've got. And again, Huxley, I mean, no slouch by any means. One of the best in UK wrestlers around the North East a lot, for a lot of different companies, faced a lot of top names. But just the fact that he was one of the 16 people invited into the WWE UK Championship tournament, that 2-night affair back in Blackpool all those years ago, I mean, that says something about him, that they hand-picked him. And obviously, again, they put him in NXT UK as well. Strange trying to show off his muscle, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. And then for Huxley to the rest of the world, to be competing in Japan for Pro Wrestling Noah, they don't just take anyone. So he's going to benefit him, because here he is finally in W3L. We've got a wrestler that's competing all over the world, player better than the Worldwide Wrestling League. And so we've seen both men just being tentative, just feeling each other out. Because neither man, having never tangled before, they're obviously cautious about what each other's going to do. And it says something that Tim Strange, who's like over 400 pounds now, can't actually budge the muzzle cat, who's around sort of 225 or thereabouts. So we're looking at the better part of 200 pounds difference. And neither man budges when they collide. Go for it again. Oh, Huxley goaded Strange in. He's obviously got him this time, because Strange was unbalanced. So Huxley, using his speed, knocks down the Lone Star, the Outlaw, the Cowboy. He's got so many different names. And Huxley going to the floor. It's not an anything goes style match, so it will now be referee's discretion. Does she remain in the ring and just count to 10 and potentially count them both out? Does she give them the benefit of the doubt? And she's remaining with a count, which is technically what she's meant to do. Actually, blocked Tim Strange's shot. Head first in that turnbuckle. As I mentioned before, Tim Strange. I mentioned before that those turnbuckle pads are very thin, so it doesn't offer a lot of protection. And like I've said in the previous matches, and I feel like a bit like a broken record here, Strange has the benefit of being familiar with the W3L ring, which Huxley is not. So Strange knew exactly what he was doing, kicking the rope into Huxley to cut him off, and then giving him these cross faces, these forearm blows across the jaw. And you see the momentum is slowed right down. And that is not pleasant. 400 pounds landing on you. Huxley kicking out. He's faced some big men before. If although you ever get really entirely used to it, Strange, you see him biting his head. He's picked up his hat. He's got him hanging on that middle rope. There's a lot of tension in those WTL ropes, so they're not pleasant to lean on because they don't tend to bend a lot. So it says a lot when they do, and they'll definitely bend when Tim Strange lands on you. Favouring over Tim Strange just to assert his dominance, forcing Huxley throat first into that rope, trying to cut his momentum off, cut his air supply off. That'll cut his air supply off. Huxley trying to stay upright, because you can't be pinned if you're standing. I thought how long he'll stay standing for, as anybody's guessed. That's now twice he's been squashed in the corner. Like I say, those turnbuckle pads don't provide a lot of protection, so when Strange squashes into you, as he's about to do again, yep, third time, your body gets forced backwards, and the metal hooks that connect the rope to the ring post They're obviously very solid, they have to be. So they end up pressing into your back. They're going to like jab you in the spine. I'm not going to suggest that Saxon Huxley's going to suffer a slipped disc, but it's entirely possible. If you get a cracked vertebrae, anything's possible. Tim Strange just pushing off his shoulder. Well, it took way too long there. Took way too long. Strange thought he had Saxon Huxley down where he wanted him. Huxley though, what's he pointing at? Oh, now he's got the hat! And is getting a favourable response from this audience. Strange holding himself in the middle rope. Someone's got themselves a fantastic souvenir video. As Saxon Huxley now decided, well, if you can do it to me, I'm going to do it to you. And he blocked the arm with that boot. And now biting the arm. Now Tim Strange likes to use a lariat he calls the lights out. And if Huxley can weaken that arm, that'll be to his benefit, because if Strange uses it, it won't do as much damage. Huxley maintaining contact and driving these knees into the midsection with the Lone Star. And wow, that's interesting. Threw himself at him body press style. Because Strange against the ropes couldn't go anywhere. What's Huxley going to do now? A reverse DDT. Covers him. 1, 2. I thought we were about to see a brand new Wrestling Showdown champion. But it was not to be, however. Huxley would dearly love this. Of course, when he got in touch with management and said, I'd love to be part of the Worldwide Wrestling League, particularly when he heard it would come to Newcastle, management thought this could be it. Now, wait a minute. He was going for his choke bomb. There he goes. Strange went right to the eyes. Again, the problem when you wrestle in a lot of places, particularly when you've been on WWE television in Japan, there's a lot of footage that people can watch off yours, and that's what's happened with Huxley. Strange has obviously studied this footage. Huxley. All these rapid clotheslines in the corner. And Strange's got nowhere to go. Because Strange's stamina is going to be the issue. He's not so good over the long term. And a huge wind-up clothesline. Down goes Tim. Huxley with the hip attack. And, well, it's really knocked Tim Strange for 6, hasn't it? And Huxley on the floor, and even giving him a moment, just boots him in the head. Huxley's not coming to WCL to walk out without the Showdown title. I mean, talk about putting an exclamation point on your career. All the things he's done, winning the Showdown belt is going to cap it all. This could do it. 1, 2, and Strange again. Able to get that shoulder up. After those boots to the head and that elbow drop, I thought maybe Saxon Huxley had it made. Strange pulling himself to his feet. Huxley's waiting for him. Oh, he's not German suplexing Tim Strange. Who grabs the ref, and Tim Strange knew exactly where he was. There's no way Huxley was going to German suplex him, so Strange using that low blow, and he's got the cowbell, that thick bull rope with the thick belt. What's he doing with that? He's tying it to the turnbuckle pad. And is he going to ram Huxley face first into the bell? The referee's seen it. He's obviously telling Strange that's not going to happen. He's just going to try and undo it and get rid of that belt. Strangely's grabbed the Showdown title belt. Oh, and Huxley blocked it. He knew it was coming, and now he's got it. Oh, Strange. He's down on his knees, he's praying, and wait, the referee's caught him. She's caught Saxon Huxley with the belt. And even though Strange introduced it into the match, Huxley can't use it. Oh, and there's a lights out lariat. 1, 2, 3. Tim Strange wins the match and retains the title. Huxley, if he'd only struck quicker, I mean, you can't really condone cheating, but I mean, Strange is going to do it. We could have had a different result, but of course the referee did the right thing taking the belt away from Huxley, de-introducing it from the match, and Strange with that clothesline. It was all it took to wipe out Saxon Huxley, and Tim Strange yet again scores a pin and retains the Wrestling Showdown Championship. Kudos though to Saxon Huxley. He came for a fight and that's what he got. I'd love to see a rematch of this. He was so close. It was Tim Strange's conniving that cost him the match. But Huxley looked really good. I hope we see him back in WTL someday. And if watching the Wrestling Showdown title on the line has whetted your appetite for seeing a championship defended, then hold tight, because we've got another belt up for grabs.